What's up, Giants fans, Hub watchers, YouTube subscribers, Twitter and Instagram followers, along with the Rumble subscribers? It's Kush back at it again with another episode of the Just Chillin' podcast. Pain edition. This is supposed to be a sad stream because it's the pain stream. Well, I guess I had a little too much energy for that. It is what it is. You guys already know how this works. It's basically like the call-in stream. I mean, like it really is just a call-in stream before the call-in stream, right? Of course, the main point of it is to react to our most recent game. For those of you that don't know, but I'm sure most of you do. You know, Giants versus Dolphins. Was terrible game. A lot of the deficiencies and mistakes we saw with our team. It wasn't exactly anything new. Man, there's just a lot. There's a lot from that game, man. We already got Mike Nixon in here. I'm gonna pop him in a second. Shout out to Mike. So yeah, as usual, if you are a member of the channel, you do have access to the call-in link already. I will be dropping that link for you guys. In a, like in a couple minutes. Shout out to Nate Talk Sports in here. And I mean, I guess we'll just get it started. Of course, as you notice, what you're hearing right now is the new mic. Let me know how it sounds. I'm still figuring out the new webcam. Like right now, like very washed out. I might have to adjust the brightness of my ring light. I think the ring light is a little too bright right now because all you see, like, my face is very, very white right now. It's like reflecting a lot of light. But we'll see what's up with that. What up, Sunny D in here as well. Let me get Mike Nixon on, man. Mike, what's up, man? How you doing?
Here, what's up, Cuss?
What's up, man?
Nothing. I'm just ready for it to be draft time. I'm
Unfortunately,
I'm
right?
I'm pretty much have given up on the season,
Mm-hmm.
and I hate to say it, Judge needs to go.
Who? You didn't say who. You just said just needs to
I
go.
I said Judge needs to
Oh,
go.
Judge needs to go. Okay. Not giving him a third year?
I can't. I can't.
Let me hear the reasoning.
He is so bad with the timeouts. Do you really think that's gonna change next year?
Honestly, I have no idea.
And for me, the biggest thing, if unless we go in house,
Mm-hmm.
which I hate to say, but I don't think we're gonna go in house. I have
You
a
hate to say, wouldn't
feeling,
that be a good thing that we don't go in house because that's what we've been doing all the time?
yeah. But I mean, you would like to have Dutch back, wouldn't you?
It's not necessarily that I would like to have him back. I just want to give a coach a third year because we've been only giving them 2 years since McAdoo, and I don't
Hmm.
know. Part of me does want to see what he does in a third year where,
I
he has
mean,
his own offensive coordinator, where he has an offseason to spend with that offensive coordinator, another draft. I mean, Judge's drafts haven't been bad, right? We could agree the 2020 and 2021 drafts have been pretty good. Um,
yeah.
I I don't know. I would like to see a third year from him, but I'm not exactly gonna be complaining if he's gone. You know what I mean?
Hmm. I mean, I want him to go, but in the same sense, like you bring up a good point.
Mm-hmm.
We always give 2 years, and we just can't keep doing that.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I guess we can give him another year,
Mm-hmm.
but shit's gotta change, man.
Mm-hmm.
His calling of the timeout. He literally called a timeout instead of taking a delay game on that second down, and I believe it was 20.
I was more angry about the timeout he took at the end of the first quarter. Just let the quarter end.
Yeah.
Like what 20 seconds left or something on the clock, or 20 or 30, and there was also 20 or 30 on the game clock. They were pretty in sync. Like, bro, just let the time run out, let the quarter end. Instead, he calls a timeout. It extends that drive, which ended up going nowhere.
hmm But I'm just ready for the off season,
Mm-hmm.
and I mean that's all I got to say is I'm ready for the off season.
Shout out
And
to real quick, Island Boy Joseph in here as well. What are you looking forward to, particular in the off season?
I mean the draft
Mm-hmm.
free I mean free agency, even though we're probably not gonna really spend a free agency. I mean, the off season is my favorite time of the year
Mm-hmm.
to watch all these draft prospects and everything.
Anybody you got your eye on?
Yeah, a few like Aiden Hutchinson,
Man,
Tyler
looks like a
Lindenbaum.
beast.
Yeah, Tyler Lindenbaum, Evan Neal. I still have a couple of linemen I have to do my research on,
Mm-hmm.
but I mean,
All
yeah.
right. I'm gonna highlight a couple comments from the chat. Let me just get your thoughts on them. Right.
All right.
So first one, Kenny Galladay is a waste of money. I don't blame anybody for feeling this way because he hasn't really done much. And that's not just on him. That's on Garrett as well. That's on DJ as well. And he's
hmm
also just been injured. It seems like every single week. Like, this week he went out with the rib thing, and we're not sure what the case is there. He's been really injured. So I don't blame people for labeling him this, but what do you say to this?
It. I know I'm gonna bring something up that Joe brought up in his streams this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's a theory to the madness.
Which is,
Like, I really wonder if Daniel is really hurt.
wait, what does that have to do with the question?
I'm getting to
Okay.
it. With Daniel getting hurt and Lennon supposedly getting hurt, it all comes back to the offensive line. And I think Judge wants to pretty much tank without tanking this season.
I just want to say, to stop you real quick, there's no such thing as tanking without tanking. You're either tanking or you're not. Even if you try to disguise it,
I
Mike, it would still be
I
tanking.
I know, I know. But uh about Galladay, I mean,
Hey, what up, Sunday in here, Luann as well.
I don't even think it was that serious because he did come back in the second half.
Hmm. But would you label him over the entire year so far as a waste of money? 20 something $1 million we handed him.
I mean, it looks like it, but like you said, it isn't even his fault.
Yeah, there's so many things that go into it.
Yeah,
But that's the worst part about being a Giants fan right now. You could say that for like literally everything. Daniel Jones being a subpar quarterback, huh, man? There's so many things that go into it. It's not just him. Leonard
I know.
Williams not getting the sack numbers that people want to see him get. Well,
hmm
he's not, because he also has to make up for Dalvin Thompson's tackles that are gone now, which he is.
Mm.
Like he's making up for a lot of stuff. Uh, what else? Saquon Barkley struggling, which me and you have been going back and forth on. Like, there's a lot of things that go into it. But the one thing that all three of those have in common is that there's always a timer on them, whether we like it or not. There's a clock on them.
I
And
know. I
when the
know.
clock runs down, a decision has to be made. So it brings me to Saquon, right? And shout out once again to Nerding Out Sports Sunday and Luann in here, as well as Mark P. Where are you sitting with Saquon right now?
I mean,
I know you're.
I
I know
want
he's still your guy.
he's still my guy, and
What up, Diggy? If you're feeling up
I
to it, man, go ahead, call in.
I blame the O line. He does
Mm-hmm.
not have any running lanes, so it it's almost like he's trying to make something happen.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, yesterday there were a couple holes that he hit, and he hit pretty well. Like, I think it was the third quarter he had that long one
Mm-hmm.
for like 25, 27 yards.
Mm-hmm. And I
And
said this
then,
on stream when I was calling the game. I was like, because I don't think anybody should even have the thought in their head that I'm not a Saquon Barkley fan. I am. He's still like one of my favorite players on the team. But like I said, it's 50-50 for me. Half of his struggles are on him. Half of his struggles are on the line, and of course, there's the injuries as well. But it's like when he had that big run, I said immediately, I'm like, yo, look, he actually has blockers, and he got like a 26-yard
mhm,
run. I was like, that's what happens when there's blocking. But then, Mike, there's also the other times, like I think it was like right before that run, he was like shuffling his feet, and there was a hole, and he didn't hit the hole. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah. And I mean, and the drops that he keeps having in the passing game
I don't know how he
is
had those drops yesterday. I was surprised.
it's a little bit concerning, but I I don't know. Because you know me, help. I'm
Mm-hmm.
the biggest supporter of Saquon Barkley,
Mm-hmm.
and I would hate to see him go somewhere else and kill it. But I also feel that he deserves to go somewhere else and succeed.
What do you mean by deserves? Are you talking about
Like,
as a person or as a player? As a person, I agree with you. I have to say though, this might sound a bit callous. As a player, he hasn't exactly done much for the Giants organization to warrant that. But
yeah,
as a person, I completely agree with you.
yeah, that's what I mean. As a person,
Mm-hmm.
he deserves to go somewhere and succeed. Like, can you imagine how Saquon Barkley would perform in Tampa? You already see them getting a mediocre run. Well, okay, not mediocre, but a good running back in Leonard Fournette.
We could say that for any team with a goal O line. Then we've been saying for years. Imagine how
Yeah,
Saquon will be behind Dallas's O line.
yeah, or Cleveland's or Tampa's,
Mm-hmm.
or even like LA, the Chargers or the Rams. It's just it just pains me to see we don't have the O line for him to succeed.
I'm about to
I
pop
mean,
somebody in real quick.
and
That needs to be popped in real quick, Mike.
some of it is on him, and some of it is on the O line.
What up, Pest? How you doing, Mike? Look, it's Pest, bro.
What's
He
going
has a
on?
beard now.
Bearded
Huh.
Pest. Bearded Pest the Analyst. Here we go.
What's up, Pest?
What up? What up?
No, man,
Yeah, go ahead, Mike. Finish your thought.
I'm just over this season. I'm just over it.
I feel like Pest has been over it for a couple months now.
Yeah.
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 You know what? First things first. Hi, Sunday.
Yo, listen, bro. You need to chill. Sunday is taken, bro.
That's fine, but that's my thing, and so I'm going to do my thing. Okay. First
of all, that's my thing, but okay.
No, it's not your thing. I was doing that way before you were doing that.
Listen, man.
Okay, I invented
You're probably
that.
right about that. You've been around for a couple centuries, and this is correct. This man has terrible food takes.
I invented that. And first of all my food takes are fantastic. We're not going to do that today, okay? That's not what we're going to do, okay?
We'll save that for the Christmas stream.
Yeah. The Christmas stream going to be lit. All right. I'm done. I mean, like, I'm absolutely done. It's funny because I was listening to Carl Banks, and he was talking about how this organization is fundamentally broken. And that's where we are. We are fundamentally broken. And here's what sucks the most for me specifically, right? Because since I've come on the scene, I've been optimistically realistic about this team, right? I always try to find the things that are good. I always try to find the silver lining. I always, approach this as this team is rebuilding and it's going to take a while, and we need to focus on the good players and focus on getting more good players to build on what we've built. But like, I'm at a point where I can't do that. I honestly can't do that anymore because it would be me being fake about the way I feel. And it sucks because for 2 years now, I've just been wrong. Like for like 2 whole ass years, I've just been wrong. And it sucks. It sucks. And then I look around the Twitters, I see all the people who were like, super pessimistic about the team, and they're like, see, we were right. And you can't even be like, you can't even say anything. Like you can't even say anything.
Like the only thing you could say is gonna make you seem salty is that man, you were always pessimistic anyway. But it's like,
like I can't. Like I look at all, because listen, I keep receipts. I pay attention to the people who've been naysaying for the last 2 years, and like I can't say anything. I can't say anything except, yeah, man, y'all right. We were wrong. Like we were wrong. This team is broken. We are not moving forward as an organization. We are not moving forward as a team. It feels like every week we find another way to lose a football game. We are probably the worst team in the league in terms of player health. We are absolutely abysmal on offense. Our offense is non-existent. It's just terrible. It's just terrible. And here's the crazy thing. Here's the crazy thing. Here's the crazy thing for me. I'm going to just let you guys know how much of a psycho I am. Tomorrow I have a meeting with a gentleman from the Giants to have a conversation about these PSLs I'm getting ready to purchase. Yeah, I'm getting ready to purchase PSLs. I'm going to be a season ticket holder. Mm-hmm. And in the back of my mind, I'm asking myself, why? Like, why are you getting ready to do this, man? Why are you getting ready to do this? But I have to. I don't have a choice. Like, I have to. I have to buy these PSLs. I have to get these season tickets because I'm finally in a position in my life where I can afford to do that, and in a location
and you don't know
where
when it's gonna come back, bro.
Right. It's like I have to buy these season tickets. I have to do it. So tomorrow when this guy calls me, I'm gonna be like, all right, cool. What's it gonna take to set this thing up, man? Like,
Yo, can y'all give me a discount since the team is trash right now?
no cap. I said that to the Korean yesterday when she told me, yeah, he's gonna call on Tuesday. I was like, cool. I'm gonna see if we can get a discount because this team's trash.
Before you continue, first of all, shout out to Pags in here, Evan Spitzberg as well, and Ligma. Real quick, Pags, we're not starting Glennon. He has some type of concussion injury or something. Fromm is set to be starting, which a lot of people wanted for some reason. And then speaking of tickets, come on, Diggy, you sold your tickets, bro. We were still gonna meet up for just to meet each other, bro. Like, come on now, bro.
I mean,
at least we got that for week 18. Even if the team is trash, just put the parking lot, bro.
Nah, fam. Like going to the stadium is at this point going to the stadium is just a bad move. Like if people go meet, then we should just meet at a house so we can depression drink. You know what I mean? Like go to that damn stadium.
We can do that too, but like it would have to be in Jersey area still.
I mean, that's probably the better idea is to go and depression drink, because at that point
we'll talk about that actually. That's not a bad idea.
The season's already over, right?
Yo, just get a nice big B&B like Airbnb.
Yeah,
bro.
the season is over, bro. Like I don't think we can win a game. I don't here's the thing, and Daniel Jones is very, very likely that damn Carpenter was right, and Daniel Jones is out for the rest of the season.
Let me talk about the Carpenter for a second. First of all, shout out to Luann. She's got to be the most optimistic Giants fan I know. You could be very much right, Luann, but we're talking about this season. Unfortunately, we're talking about this season right now.
Yeah, I mean,
it's just what it is, man.
We got to listen. We got to put it in context, right? We can't sit here. Yeah. We can't sit here and be fake and pretend like everything is good, because it's not. And I feel like that's what our organization has been doing, was pretending that everything is good, and it's just not. It's not good.
And for those of you that don't know, right, the Carpenter, which at first started out as a meme, but like very, very quickly turns out that this man might be a real person that exists with like real information.
Yeah.
So you guys remember 7:00? Was it what, Tuesday or Monday? 7:00 on Tuesday or Monday earlier this week in the night. So 7 p.m. was when we very first got the news. I think it was Monday because it was the day after the game.
Last week?
7 p.m. Monday night, right? We first got the news that Daniel Jones had some type of strained neck injury.
It was Monday. It was either Monday or Tuesday.
It got to be Monday because I remember it was like a day after, right? So we first got that news, and everybody's like, hold up. And the news is like, oh, he's doubtful for Sunday. 5 hours before that news dropped officially, some carpenter that works for the Maras, he tweeted out at 2 p.m., so 5 hours earlier, that Daniel Jones is out for Sunday. They're gonna say he's doubtful, but he's actually done for the season. And he was like, he doesn't know if it's actually an injury or if the Giants are just sitting him for the season, but he's gonna be done for the season, and the Giants are gonna try to sell it like he's not done for the season. And of course, like any logical person, you'd assume this is cap,
right?
Or this doesn't make any sense. But then 5 hours later, he's doubtful. The very next day, he's ruled out.
Right.
The very next day, he's ruled out. And we're sitting here a week later, because it was last Monday. We're sitting here a week later, and we're getting news that he might be out for the season because Jake Fromm is starting this Saturday.
Right.
It seemed so weird, and it is still very weird. And once again, this is by the Carpenter's tweet. We don't know what is true, what's not true. It's literally being proven as going. He said he's not sure if it's actually like a legit injury or if they're just sitting him for the rest of the season. So, I mean, take that with what you will, man. Like, Pess, what's your immediate reaction to that?
My immediate reaction to that is DJ's not the guy. This man is always hurt. It sucks. DJ's not the guy, and our coaching staff is not the staff, because this is probably, like, as I think back throughout the years, this is probably the worst situation we've been in the last 10 years. Like this right here.
And I'm not asking as a joke, because we all joke about you being ancient and whatnot, but how long have you been watching the Giants?
I've been watching the Giants since like 84. 1984.
Would you say this is the worst like stretch they've ever been?
This is the worst I've ever seen this. Like in the 90s, the Giants were bad. Okay, like the Giants were bad in the 90s, but not this. but not this bad. Not
Right?
this
And I
bad.
really want to speak to somebody that saw the 70s. Like Joel didn't really get to see the 70s. I know he was a kid when it happened.
Right.
Because that's what everybody says was like the worst period.
Oh yeah,
But I'm
yeah.
like, how
yeah, the
bad is
wilderness
this
years.
compared to the 70s,
Hey,
right?
yo, listen. I mean, I don't know. This is bad, bro. Like I don't think we have a quarterback. We've focused on the offensive line for the last few years. The offensive line is terrible. We've got.
Can I stop you right there and bring up like a point that Nate usually brings up?
Yeah.
And first of all, before I do that, Mike, I'm gonna thank you for calling in, bro. A couple other people just popped in. I want to rotate them in.
All right.
Any last thoughts? Maybe give your thoughts on the Carpenter real quick before you go.
I mean, I don't know, but he seems like he knows what he's talking about because
The Carpenter is
Daniel.
Wes Steinberg.
Oh my God. No comment. No comment.
All right, Mike. Thank you for calling in, man. I appreciate it, bro.
All right.
All right, take care, Mike.
Before I pop in the next person, which will be Nate Talks Sports, to your offensive line comment. So this is Nate Talks Football, the other Nate. Shout out to that Nate. He's the one that brought this up. And you say we focused on the line, right? Well, let's actually look, because the media also says that we focus on the line. Give me a period. The last 5 years, you want to say? Or last 4 years?
I'll say 4.
Okay.
I'll say
in 2018
4.
We spent a second round pick on a lineman, and we spent big money on a free agent, right? So 2 moves. Those are 2 relatively, high capital things.
Yeah.
For 2 linemen. 2019. Did we get any linemen in 2019? I don't think so.
2019. I mean, we picked up some scraps.
Yeah,
if
that
I remember
doesn't count
correctly.
as addressing the line, though, right?
No.
And then it wasn't until 2020. So 2 years after those 2 moves, right? Then we got a first round tackle.
Yeah.
We got a third round tackle.
Yeah.
A 5th round inside lineman.
I believe so. Yeah. Who
Right?
was who didn't make the team?
It's a 5th round lineman. As much as we
Yeah.
love to say, oh, that 07 line was built in the middle of the draft and stuff like that, it's become very much clear that we got to spend some high capital for dudes to work out. Like Andrew Thomas being the best example.
Yep.
That's literally all we've spent on the offensive line. Can you say we've technically even really addressed it? I wouldn't say so. And that goes back to Gelman, who I've been, very split on Gelman. He hasn't fulfilled that promise and stuff like that. Like, I don't think he's actually spent on the line.
I mean, to be fair, right? To be fair, Will Hernandez,
Mm-hmm.
and then Zeitler. We got Zeitler, so that he tried with Zeitler. Solder, who was a bum from the jump. Thomas, Parrott, that fifth round guy. Shane Lemieux.
Shane Lemieux is the 5th round guy.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah, Shane Lemieux. Yeah, Shane Lemieux was the 5th round guy.
I don't want anybody to count Nick Gates, because Nick Gates was not supposed to be what he is. He was an undrafted free agent. He just happened to develop into that.
Yeah,
that wasn't like something you could say he spent on the line.
And then this offseason we signed 1 million linemen. None of them panned out. So
we signed a bunch of scrubs.
I mean, true. I'm not saying that they were good or bad. I'm just saying that we have spent a lot of cap and draft capital on offensive linemen. It just so happens that they suck. Like it just so happens that they suck. Like if we would have been able to hit over the course of the 4 year span.
This guy stinks.
This guy stinks.
What up, Philly Notion? How you doing?
In the building.
Why are you here, bro? Hold up.
Hey,
we
yo.
don't play y'all for a couple weeks now, man.
Hey, yo, man. Okay, first and foremost, all right. Let's break kayfabe just for like 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Shout out to Philly Notion, man. Philly Notion is such a good dude, and he's such a good content creator. And I love the fact that no matter what, Philly Notion is always in our streams or he's on our videos. So shout out to Philly Notion for that.
And guys, that week of, so that's gonna be Christmas week is when we play the Eagles. The week of, I will be on his channel just like he came on mine for when the Eagles were at our place.
Yeah,
so I'll be reciprocating that. We'll be over there. I better see Giants Nation over there invading his Philly space.
Huge shout out to Philly Notion. Now, with all that said, ding, 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 this guy stinks.
Right?
This guy stinks.
Feel free to call in, by the way, Notion. I'll post the link again, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, get in here. Get in here.
And shout out to the guy that is in here, Nate. What's up, man? I'm gonna let Pest finish his point, and obviously you could go ahead.
Oh no. Go ahead. But all I'm saying is that if we would have hit on like 3 of those, we'd be okay. But the problem is that a lot of our options have been absolute failures. So there you go.
Warm it up, though.
Warm it up, though.
Go ahead, Nate. What's up, man?
This team is just garbage. That's what I'm gonna start. This team is garbage. I actually have a question for both of you guys, even best. You, being honest, do you guys want Joe Judge back, or do you think the ownership will keep him back?
Oh, wait a minute. That's those 2 different questions, right? Do I want Joe? I'm gonna say what I said earlier. I want to give a coach 3 years instead of 2 years. I really do. I know a lot of people don't want to do that, but I just feel like I really do feel like we're in a cycle right now since Ben McAdoo. So it's been McAdoo, Shermer, and now Judge, right? I don't want him to be the 3rd coach that we just give 2 years first. And then do I think ownership will bring him back? I'm gonna be honest. I really do think it depends how he finishes this year. I don't know. At first, I thought that was the case. I really did, but I think it's gonna depend on how he finishes the year. What about you, Pest?
I don't care. Like, I don't care. I really don't. I'm so done with Coach Who the F is that. I'm so done with him. This is what I want. I want Dave Gettleman to retire. I sincerely hope that news is like true and honest, and that he is going to retire. I hope that is 100% true. I want Dave Gettleman to retire. I want them to bring in a general manager that has nothing to do with the New York Football Giants, like absolutely nothing to do with the New York Football Giants. And then I want that general manager to sit down with every single coach on this coaching staff, which means he's going to have to do 152 separate interviews. We got a lot of coaches here. But I want that general manager to sit down with every single coach that we have. And I then want that general manager to make a decision. Do you want to keep Joe Judge here? Do you think you can work with Joe Judge? If you can't, then don't. And bring in your own guy. Like, I really don't care. Because, like, sure, from a standpoint of consistency, having Joe Judge here would be, I guess a good thing for the team overall. But I'm just done with him personally. I'm finished with him.
Shout out to LeBanz. This man been a fan since 1986. That's a pretty long time, bro. Pretty long time.
And to be honest, I agree with Pest. To be honest, I think it just depends whoever the GM is going to be. Whoever, if he wants Joe Judge to stay here, stay here. But if he wants the guy out, get him out. I'm tired of his stupid timeouts. The dude has cost us so many games on timeouts.
And just time management in general.
Yeah, and the team hasn't improved since. We've actually decreased since he got here, and we got more talent than he had last year. So, and we were all predicting that we get at least 9 wins, but now we're gonna have. I think we won't even get above 500.
No. Get Island Boy out of here. Louis Riddick. No, I don't want Louis Riddick.
Why do people want Louis? Y'all forgot this man would have drafted Dwayne Haskins.
I don't want Louis Riddick. And
we really forgetting that, bro. Dwayne Haskins.
And here's the thing, Luann. Because I mean, like, yeah, I know you try to be as positive as you possibly can, and nothing but the utmost respect to you for finding positivity in this absolute debacle that is this team. But like at the end of the day, right? At the end of the day, if Joe Judge is going to be here, it's going to be because he convinces his next general manager to keep him here. Like, I have not seen anything specifically from Joe Judge at this point to show me that he is the man for this job. And yes, he talks a great game. Yes, he's a guy you can get behind. Yes, I will admit all those things. but his execution during the game and the things that are important for a head coach to do, he doesn't execute well. Time management is bad. Decision making is bad. Okay, it's just that's just kind of what it is. And I understand that this man hasn't been a coach, a head coach at this level. I understand that this man hasn't been a coordinator at this level. And I was thinking about it today, and I was like, yo, if Joe Judge gets fired, what happens to Joe Judge? Like, where does he go? Where does he go from here? Because he's
back to Belichick. I don't know. Maybe
back to Belichick.
I think that
and that's and think about that for a second. This is the head coach. This is the head coach of our football team. If this man got fired tomorrow, where does Joe Judge go? Does he go be a coach in college? If Belichick doesn't bring him back,
I remember
where does
from
he
that
go?
some type of interview, right? When he first got here with the Giants, he was considering some type of college position or something before he came to us.
Yeah,
I could be wrong about that.
But like that, this is our head coach. If our head coach gets fired, I can't think of a single place for him to go. He's not an offensive coordinator. He's not a defensive coordinator. He's a special teams guy. But like, where does this man go? What does this man do? That's the guy that's running this football team right now. And for me, I'm like, man, this is a bad spot.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
And also, I just think what Joe Judge too is just his execution and his game plan is terrible. Like, are these players actually prepped for the game? The game plan on offense is terrible, and I'm just gonna say this: Kitchens, it's not. It's like he had to work with two quarterbacks in about like maybe a week. Like, it's like I can't blame the guy because he's working with now a third quarterback. He didn't even get the other one a chance. Like, this team is just a downfall. It's like last season is just so much better than this season, and we had so much more talent. It's terrible.
No, we had less talent last year.
Yeah,
we have way more talent this year on offense. We have way more. I'm not concerned with the. I'm not concerned.
I would say
with
even
the
on
defense.
defense, we've had more talent.
Listen. I'm not concerned with our defense. The defense is the best part of this team.
You know what? I am, Pest. I said it. By the way, guys, you need to check out myself, Pest, and Vibes LRX. We host a Twitter space on Twitter, like after every game. You guys need to check that out. I said this in the space, right? When somebody was asking, do I want to keep Patrick Graham? I'm like, not particularly. Because even though he coaches a great defense at some point during the season, I can't afford my team to have a terrible defense the first 6 weeks. And it was a terrible defense the first 6 weeks, or like the first 4 or 5 last year as well. Like, it takes a while for his defense to ramp up. That's games that you're losing, you know what I'm saying?
But see, here's the thing, though. I don't blame our losses on our defense. Because we are not putting points on the board. If we were putting points on the board, we could win these games. You're not going to shut teams out. Not in this NFL. You're not going to. I agree. When a team gets blowed out, when a team gets shut out, we're like, what? Because you're not going to stop teams from scoring in this league.
It literally takes at this point for teams to just score 2 touchdowns on us, and I know the game is over.
Exactly. If a team scores 2 touchdowns, 14 points, and we're done.
Yeah.
You can't win in this league like that.
I ended my stream early. I ended my stream early yesterday. I think I ended my stream with like 7 or 6 minutes left because that was around the time that Miami went up 17-6. I was like, guys, we're not winning. Trust me, we're not winning. That's it. I ended the stream.
So I'm telling you, like, I don't put a whole lot of blame on our defense here because we can't expect to win 3-0 games. It's not going to happen. Our offense has to put points on the board, and they're not doing that. Okay, if our offense was at least competent, we would be winning games with this defense. And here's the thing. Here's the thing. I guarantee this. If our offense was putting points on the board, they would be talking about the Giants' defense as a top 10 defense in this league.
Yeah,
without question.
100%.
Without, they'd be like, yo, maybe top 5. maybe
Because
top
then they'd
5.
have help from the offense. Then they'd
Because
rest
they'd
a
have
little bit
help
more.
from the offense. Bro, I am telling you right now, this is not the defense's fault.
So
Our offense is putrid.
I'm gonna flip this on both of y'all. I'm gonna get Pest and then Nate's thoughts. I'm gonna flip it on both of y'all. This question is just, for the sake of debate, not necessarily what I believe. But if you're saying all that, Pest, that means you're saying that this team has a good amount of talent on it, especially on the defensive side of the football. And so I gotta ask you, why not give the coaching staff one more year to try and fix the offense? Let Kitchens probably make his own scheme or something. Draft a lineman, draft an edge rusher, and we see where we go next year.
Like I said, I don't care. If Joe Judge is here next season, cool, right? Cool. If he's here next season, cool. If that's what hopefully our new general manager wants, then fine. Okay, that's totally fine. I don't have qualms about Judge staying here because there is some things that are good. Luann says that we don't understand Joe Judge, so apparently Luann does. I really need you to help me understand. Like, I need you to help me understand Joe Judge, because Joe Judge is a whole lot of talk and not enough results. And
I will say though, Levance has been pointing out so far he did it with Parcells and now he's doing it with Coughlin, saying it took them 3 years before they were good with both of them.
Cool. Again, that's fine. All I know is that Joe Judge is the CEO of this coaching staff. It's his decisions, okay? It's his game plan, because and even if he doesn't come up with these game plans, they're his game plans because he says, yes, let's do that. So they belong to him.
My biggest problem with him since week 1 of this year is the conservatism. Is that a word? Or just how conservative he is.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
4th and 3, go for it, bro.
Mike Pence looks up to Joe Judge, man.
4th and 3, man. Go for it. Go for it.
4th and 2, Pest. In their territory. I believe that was probably the only time the entire game we
was in
their territory.
That was in the red zone.
Listen, I'm currently watching this. I'm currently watching this Bills Patriots game where the wind is 1,000 miles per hour, right? And you're seeing these teams, right? They're running the ball, they're going for it on 4th down, they're doing all this stuff. Joe Judge would be punting in this game. Joe Judge would be punting. With this wind doing what it's doing, he'd be punting, trying to play field position.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy.
Before I get to, because I want to highlight Sunday's comment. Before I get to that, Nate, what's your response to my question?
I just don't trust Joe Judge with drafting at all. Whoever,
drafting? Now that's what I'm surprised by.
I just think because I think in my opinion, last year was a collaborating draft with Gelman last season, because I think Gelman, if he was actually going to take a player, I think he would have took an offensive lineman like Slater. But I think what Gelman and Judge probably said was they're just going to collaborate and do the draft together. I think that first pick of Tony was probably Judge and Gelman together just talking about it, and a little bit on the players too.
Isn't every single draft a collaborative effort between the head coach and GM?
It's supposed to be.
It's supposed to, but then what Gelman was, it was just remember him and Shermer? Shermer wanted Mahomes. Gelman didn't trade up to get Mahomes.
You're mixing your timelines up. Shermer wasn't here when Mahomes.
No, that was McAdoo. That was McAdoo.
Yeah, McAdoo.
That was McAdoo, and Gettleman wasn't here either. So you're mixing your timelines.
Oh, that was Reese. My bad. But
yeah, that was Reese.
Yeah, my fault. But it was just I just don't trust this coaching staff at all with anything right now.
I don't trust anybody in the building. I don't trust the guy that's going to call me tomorrow. I don't trust him neither. I don't trust anybody.
Because he's not going to give you a discount. Right?
No, he's not going to give me a discount. He's going to charge me double.
Upcharge though.
He's going to charge me double.
But he's going to be like, yo, listen. We got you in lot C right now. If you drop a couple thousand beans, we'll upgrade you to lot A, which is about 2 feet closer to the stadium.
Sorry, son of a... Oh, boy.
Nate, let me get your last thought before I switch you out for Rob from Nerd Now Sports, man.
Just subscribe to Nate Talk Sports.
Do it. Subscribe to this, man. Do it now.
Check him out. Thank you, Nate. Have a good one. Bye. Rob, what's up, man?
My guy, Rob. Hey, man, Rob, I ain't seen you in a month of Sundays, my guy. How you been?
I'm good, man. How you doing?
Listen, I'm growing my beard out.
See that?
I'm not waking up in the morning to do physical training.
Okay.
Life's pretty good right now.
Aside from our football team.
All right, listen, I stopped, letting that affect my life months ago.
Smart man. I'm done with them, man. I want a clean house. Like I'm kind of on Pest side as well, but with if we bring back Judge, I won't care. But I think Ash said it on Twitter yesterday. Like, what does Joe Judge do well? Like, what is one thing he does well as a head coach? I can't think of anything. I'm stumped with that. And he brought up a great point. So I'm kind of just like, if they clean house, I think it's necessary at this point. I don't care anymore about the whole, it's been 2 years. We fire a coach. We're not doing anything well. The defense has been okay, but I don't care if it's Mike Glennon or if it's Jake Fromm. You got to score more than 9 points, man. The offensive line's not the excuse anymore. Like, I've seen teams put up points with bad offensive lines. I've seen even 2011 with the worst offensive line in football.
You don't even got to go back that
Eli
far. Justin Herbert in his rookie year last year.
Right. So it's not like it's impossible to score. You can't win in today's NFL with 9 points. And we barely scraped by against Philly. It's becoming repetitive every single week, and I want to believe in Joe Judge. Thank you very much, Sunday. I want to believe in him, but at this point I can't. I just want a whole clean house. Let a new GM come in here, pick his guys, and if that's Judge, then great. But I mainly want Mara to be completely out of the picture. If he brings in someone, he's controlling everything. I want him, the new GM, take over everything. Get Mara and Tish out of here because everyone talks about the giant way and all that. That had nothing to do with John Mara. That was all Tom Coughlin as far as I'm concerned. We got very lucky with Coughlin.
The giant way is a dead way.
I just want to throw some numbers out. These are just some random numbers that I'm just pulling out of my head. These are just random numbers, okay? They don't mean anything. Check these numbers out. 13, 29, 14.
I don't think these are random
27,
numbers.
20, 11, 25, 17, 23, 10, 13, 9. Play those numbers in the lottery, man. Play those numbers in the lottery because those are the points that we've put up in every game.
I noticed kind of a trend. I want to say, except for week 2 against Washington, every game where we scored 20 or more, we won. Right?
Yes.
What a coincidence.
27. That was a victory. 25. That was a victory. 23. That was a victory. 13 was our last win. I mean, like,
what a coincidence.
You can't win in this league if you don't score points.
Oh
you
my
can't.
God. That didn't even click until you listed them out. But like, I just realized all 4 of our wins are 20 points or more.
You can't win if you don't put points up. 11 points in a game? Bro, this month alone, we scored 23, 10, 13, 9.
Luann, this is true.
9 points.
Luann, this is true, but once again, he's still approving the game plans and stuff. Like, and first of all, like I said, all of it isn't on Judge. And these guys agree with it. That's why they said the coaching staff they don't trust. Not just Judge, but he's the head of the coaching staff.
He's in charge. He is in charge of all of these people. So if they suck, he sucks. That's what it is. He is the man that's in charge. And that was what he told us when he got here. I'm going to be in charge of this coaching staff. I am going to be a head coach. I'm not going to call the plays. I'm going to just be the head coach. Okay, cool, head coach. Why's your staff suck? Why don't y'all make adjustments? Why are you not getting the balls to your stars? Why are y'all running the most boring, unimaginative plays and route combinations in games?
Why are you punting on 4th and 2
Why are you punting on 4th and 2 in the enemy's territory? Why are you calling a timeout with 19 seconds left in the in the
Yo,
first
can we
quarter.
talk about that for a second?
Was it like 6 seconds or something like that?
Can anybody explain? Is there literally any reason for why he's calling timeout before the quarter just runs out? Like, what is the reasoning behind that?
I can't
What do
think,
you
of,
Think of
anything.
any.
What the? When he did that, I was just like,
you got it, bro. We're enough time in.
I did it. When he did it, I was sitting on my couch. I saw the timeout and I went, "What the fuck?" Like I was confused. I had to look again. Like, are we going into halftime? No, we're not. It's in the first quarter.
Yeah.
It's the first quarter. I was confused. Are we going into halftime?
Like,
Is that what you call it?
he extended
No, wait, it's the
that
first
drive.
quarter.
He extended that pitiful drive for no reason. For no reason, that drive went nowhere.
Oh my god! I was like, "Yo, bro, what are you doing?" And Ligma makes a good point that he thought the play clock would run out before the quarter. Okay, cool. Well then, line that ass up and run a play then.
Yeah, he's wasting timeouts, man. Like, and it's happening every week. He's
Then
doing it every
line
week.
that ass up and run a play. Bro, there are 6-year-olds playing Madden that would look at that situation and be like, shit, I gotta run a play. Like, line up and run a play then, bro. What are you doing?
Are you really calling Joe Judge bro? I don't think he deserves that title.
I mean, what are we doing? So, like, this is the reason why, like, I look at Joe Judge and I go, bro, this is on your watch. This is on your watch, Joe Judge. So if it's jacked up, it's because you're allowing it to be jacked up.
Yeah.
What
I mean, remember,
Nate?
he fired the
go ahead,
offensive line coach, too, last year, right? And he took over for a little bit. I mean, he's definitely got his hands in some of these moves. So it's not like, he's got some control over what's happening right now. So
it's crazy.
It's bad.
What up, Nate? How you doing?
What's up, guys? Good to talk to you. First thing I want to say before I say anything about the Giants, Rob, I have that same exact picture of Yankee Stadium hanging in my room at this moment over my head right now.
Nice.
But yeah, listen, the timeouts is one of the worst goddamn problems with Joe Judge. It's so frustrating. I mean, Pest, you're a Madden Twitch streamer primarily. You know how easy it is to manage a clock. Granted, there's a lot of things that they're thinking about that we're not when we play Madden, but come on, man. This is the stuff the 12-year-olds can do. What are we doing here, guys? And consistently, week in, week out, we're having problems with it. I'm tired of it, and I think at this point it's gonna kind of be what it's gonna be with Joe Judge, and we're gonna have to strap in and get ready for the ride because it looks like they're gonna commit to him for at least the next couple of years.
What makes you say that?
It's either gonna go well or it's gonna be awful, and I say that because of the Ian Rappaport report. That's a weird combination of words. The Rappaport tweet or whatever, where he said that apparently when Gettleman gets replaced, they're going to be looking to replace him with someone, quote, in line with Joe Judge's thinking. And if that's not a long-term move for Judge, at least in terms of the next few years, I don't know what is.
What does that even mean?
It means it's going to be one of those
what you just
Patriots
said?
brains.
Can you say that quote again,
it's a
bro?
Patriot guy.
Sure. So Ian Rappaport came out, and this was right at the same time when the thing broke that Dave Gettleman wasn't going to be coming back next year. He came out and said that apparently the next guy that the Giants target is going to be someone in line with Joe Judge's style of thinking.
Bro, I don't want nobody that's going to be punting, man.
Listen,
We
man.
can't even
We've
punt
heard
well.
rumors. We've heard rumors as well that apparently he wanted Brian Dable, but I don't know how true that is because Brian Dable is like the opposite of what this man's been doing.
Yep.
So I don't know.
I mean, listen, we're talking about two guys here, one of whom refuses to be aggressive in any way, shape, or form, and one of whom didn't pass at all in the entire AFC divisional round first half last season. Run. Sorry.
Yeah.
The exact opposite of what I meant to say. Wow, I'm doing great today so far.
Yeah, it's man. If Joe Judge is here, he's here. Okay, if he's here, he's here. I'm not gonna be screaming at the sun about the fact that Joe Judge is here. If he's here, he's here. Okay, but he's got to figure this out. He's got to figure this out. And he's got to figure it out fast, like faster than fast. Otherwise, he's gonna be looking for a job in about a year or so.
Yes, sir.
I mean, we have too many playmakers on this offense, and I know they're getting hurt every single week, but, like, you got to find a way to move the football. Like, you still have Saquon Barkley. He looks like a shell of himself right now. Tony's been hurt. We still don't throw the ball to Galladay, and then he gets hurt halfway through every game anyway. So, I mean, yeah, you're expecting to struggle when you're using Pharaoh Cooper as one of your main targets.
Oh God, don't say his name.
I was surprised this man was getting targets. Yeah, I really
Don't
was.
say
I'm not
his
gonna lie to
name.
you.
But that's what it's come to for us, though. Like, we have fans that are like, "Oh, get David Sills in the game," but I mean, just that's why it was so important for us to draft a receiver on top of signing one, because our depth was challenged immediately when the season started.
That's absolutely right. And we're talking about these injuries and the fact that, yeah, it's a lot of bad luck, sure. But at the same time, can we not just maybe take a second and look at sort of the things that are adding up here? From the fact that we've got this turf field that seems to be a curse to any player that steps on it, to the fact that we've had this same training staff and this same, head trainer is his position title, since what seems like the AFL-NFL merger. And now we're looking at this string of injuries saying, is this bad luck or is this a pattern? The same thing happened, and Kush loves to say that he remembers that one game against the Chargers, and he remembers when it all went to hell in that one game. And I look at this and I say, yeah, injuries are bad luck. Sure, you can't plan for that so much. But at the same time, it's just happening year in and year out. And that speaks to the fact that all of our problems are top down. It's everything. It's not just one little thing. When you look at a guy like Jason Garrett, for instance, who we all dogged, and rightfully so, for all the problems he had with this offense, he is one symptom of a much larger disease. And that disease starts right at the top, baby. Yep. John Mara just is not a competent owner, and he refuses to accept the fact that he needs to change his ways. And we look at a guy like him, and we look at the people that he's surrounding himself with, and we look at the things he's doing with this organization, and we say, okay, if you look at him, and then you say Dave Gettleman hasn't been good, the GM before him, Jerry Reese, was pretty arguably terrible in terms of roster management. And you look at then under that, you look at all of the coaches that we've gone through in this carousel, starting right after Tom Coughlin got fired.
Oh my!
How can we look at that and say that it's anyone's fault other than Mara's? He's the one at the helm. He is one of the most active owners in the league in terms of meddling and putting his hands in whatever we're doing as a team. I just don't understand how we can progress and get out of this phase of terribleness as long as he's still running the ship.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead, man. I was about to say. Go
No,
ahead.
because I just saw Luann say, what would you like John Mara to do? I mean, just
I would
change
like him
his
to take a
ways.
very long extended vacation to anywhere else.
Go away.
Honestly.
Go away. Don't sell the team, right? This team needs to always be owned by Mara. But go away.
Exactly.
Just go away. Go and do a business endeavor, right? And hire people outside of your family to run this organization. Just go away. Come back once a year to come and talk as an owner, but go away.
Come back
Please.
once and never to talk as an owner.
No. We need the owner to come and talk once a year at the end of the year. These are the things that I saw that I like, blah, 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 and then go away again.
I mean, listen, all I'm going to say is this. John Mara is a very wealthy man. He's got a lot of resources, and I bet there are a lot of vacation destinations that he'd love to check off his bucket list.
Like
you can
what, man?
start whenever you like, John.
Yeah.
I mean, I hear the Bahamas are beautiful. I hear South America has some lovely cultural locations to explore. There's some great food to explore. I mean, listen, John, the world is your oyster, my friend. You should not be spending all of your time in New Jersey. You have other things to do. Listen, a lot of I think I speak for all of us on this panel. If we had John Mara's money, we would not be spending our time the way he does. So let's just, John, buddy, be anywhere else but here.
Please.
Buddy.
Yes.
Please.
Listen here, buddy.
Friend, bro, John, can I call you Johnny? Be anywhere but here, please.
Just you listen, you and everyone with the last name Mara, get out of the building. Just go away. Please.
Security
Go
will
away.
see you out.
Go away.
Oh my God.
And tell Steve Tisch that when y'all leave, His ass don't need to show up neither. Okay, go back to being a silent partner. You don't do anything anyway. All right, all y'all just go away, please. Go away.
Just one long extended vacation until I fucking die.
My God, I'm going to work my ass off to become a super duper billionaire, and I'm going to force them to sell me the team.
The Rock used to buy the team, bro.
I'm going to buy the team. Okay, I'm going to buy the team, and when I buy the team, y'all will never see me again. Y'all will never
You'll be the
ever
owner.
see me again. I'm going to just disappear, and there's going to be people that are going to run that organization that know way more than me about football. I'm going to disappear. You'll never see me again. I'm going to delete my Twitter. I'm going to delete my YouTube. I'm going to delete my Twitch, Instagram. It's all gone. I'm going to just disappear.
Pest. Bro, hold up. Before we keep talking, I'm gonna be honest with you. I love the idea of you buying the Giants, but if you have enough money to do that and you're not already off YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, etc., I'm gonna be really disappointed in you, bro.
No, man, that's how I'm gonna get all the money.
Okay, I got you.
That's how I'm gonna get the money. Yeah, that's how I'm gonna get the money.
Okay.
And then once I get the money, I'm just gonna disappear. Y'all ain't never gonna see me.
Kush, you gotta start dropping those $10 million super chats in there, bro.
Hell yeah, brother. And that's the reason why y'all need to be on my Twitch channel. You know what I'm saying, giving me your money because I'm gonna use it to buy the team.
Listen, man, I am very, very supportive of Pet's Twitch channel. He knows it. Speaking of Twitch channels, I've been telling you I've been starting up mine very soon. Wednesday actually will be my first official Twitch stream.
Dope.
So
nice.
If y'all want to go ahead and check me out, how do I get Pets? How do I share my Twitch link? I don't know how to share. I'm on my Twitch dashboard right now.
I mean,
take the link and just post it in chat,
yeah, just
bro.
post the link. Yeah, just post the link.
It's the dashboard link though, but we'll see what happens.
No, not the dashboard link. It should be twitch.tv/ and then whatever your username is.
Right, exactly.
Okay, let me see this.
Twitch.tv/ so like for instance, everybody go to twitch.tv/PTA Sports. Okay, go there.
Hey, y'all better check them out.
Hit the follow button, right? If you want me to buy the team, then hit the subscribe button. Throw me a subscription. It's like $5. And we'll get it popping.
All that money goes to
just
Pest
posted.
venture to buy the Giants.
Listen, here's
I'm gonna put a goal. I'm gonna put a goal on my Twitch channel buying the Giants.
Buy the Giants. So Kush, if you're starting up this Twitch channel, is the inaugural stream going to be me absolutely destroying you in Madden?
No, it's not. Like I said, technically 2 years ago, the Twitch channel was up and running. I was doing a bunch of WWE streams. They're still up, so you guys can go look at them if you want to. They're absolutely hilarious, just mediocre gameplay. But I'm starting it up with Halo because Halo's coming out. The campaign is coming out on Wednesday, and I've been posting a lot on Twitter my multiplayer stuff, and people have been telling me I should do multiplayer streams as well. But I'm starting off with campaign, and then me and my boy are gonna hop on and doing a couple of multiplayer things. We're gonna do Madden, or I should say, I am gonna do Madden eventually. But I'm starting off with like my favorite game franchise in the world, which is Halo. So definitely check that out, guys, if you're gonna be interested. There it is now. I finally figured out twitch.tv/thehubYT_gaming. But yeah, no, and definitely check out Pest as well. Nate, listen, you're a little too eager, bro. Before you try and beat me in Madden, bro. How's the house, bro?
I'm first off, I'm sorry. Try
How's the
to
house in all
beat you in Madden,
seriousness, bro.
Wait.
In all
I'm
seriousness.
sorry. Wait. I'm sorry. I just have to give this man the attention he so desires. Viz is in the chat, right? Talking about how he's not gonna follow my bum ass Twitch when he does follow my Twitch, and he's always in my chat. And then he's like, "This man PTA got a whole ass beard," crying emojis. Like that was like a good clown. Like
he doesn't know how to insult people properly.
I mean, like the beard, the beard. Like you are mad because you can't grow a beard. Is that why? Are you mad because you can't grow one? Because, I mean, I understand you like 6 years old. That's cool. I mean, you live on a nice cul-de-sac in a gated community. You go to a private school.
Yeah, when I found out Viz goes to a private school, that was it for me.
Yo, and then the funniest part is like, bro, it's a football school.
Bro,
he's like it's a football school.
On that,
Bro,
it's a football
private
school.
school is literally the same thing as in 8 Mile when we found out dude's name was Clarence, bro.
Yeah, his name is Clarence.
Yo, Viz name gotta be Clarence real life.
Yo, this dude
Let's be
goes to a
honest.
private school and he tries to go, it's a football school. Hey,
Yeah.
ain't no football school, bitch. That's a private school.
Man saying it's a football school like he goes to De La Salle. Like, come on, bro.
His parents paying for him to go to private school because they scared he gonna get his ass beat in public school. We're not sending our son to no public school. He's gonna get bullied and beat up. Oh
my
man.
God.
How many rings do I have? I have one physical ring. I have one physical championship ring. I have several championships though, but I have one physical championship ring, which is more than you have.
Pest,
Yeah.
Can I ask you about a week or two from now on a
Mm-hmm.
Twitch stream, since I'm going to be on Twitch, can you come on and talk about your time as a semi-pro football player? I've always wanted to
Absolutely.
hear some stuff.
Absolutely, yes. I can totally tell you guys about me being I can tell you guys a lot of stuff now. Now that I'm retired.
Yeah.
So, just in this moment, now that we're talking about this specific topic, I wanna harken back to an old stream, I believe on YouTube, on I think it was Pest channel, where he issued a challenge to just the general public and said that no one out there could find out him in real life, like who this actual person was, find out the information about this man. And I would just love to know if absolutely anybody actually tried. So
yes,
that's gonna be
I
interesting
don't think
to see.
anybody tried, bro. I'm going to keep it real with you.
I admit I did not.
What were you gonna say, Hel?
I tried for 5 seconds and I was like, this is going to be impossible.
Yeah, no, you're not gonna find out a lot about
So
me.
you put a little nugget in there, Pest, where you said one thing we might find you on YouTube with was an old thing with a co-host that we wouldn't know.
Yes.
And I am still dying to know what the story there is.
I said that there is a video of me on YouTube with no pants on.
Right, with no pants on. I remember this conversation.
And if anybody could find that video, I said I'd give them something, and no one's found that video, which is sad because it's actually very easy to find.
I just don't know that anyone's really tried.
Yeah,
No,
why would people try to find that?
People probably didn't try, but I mean, like, yeah, it's.
I mean,
You know-
plus, it's not really something that we actively look for you without pants on. I don't know if I speak for everyone.
Well,
here.
probably does.
Well, you can't. Yeah, Viz probably does.
probably does, yeah.
Viz probably does look to find me with no pants
Viz
on.
is probably actively
He's kinda-
in this moment looking for it.
Yeah, he's probably doing that right now. He's a weird kid.
He literally just said in chat, "I know everything about PTA," and he don't even know,
He doesn't.
What?
That
What does
private
that
school
mean?
connection, man.
He doesn't.
bro.
He doesn't. Hey, yo, listen, Viz. Hey, man, we're not hating on you that you went to private school. That means your parents got money, man, and that's
That's
They're
good.
looking out for you, bro.
Yeah, that's good, man. You know what I'm saying? They taking care of you. Yo, you're living a better childhood than a lot of us did, man, because your parents got money.
No,
you live
no,
in a
Pest.
nice neighborhood. You ain't from the streets at all.
Yo, I got a story to tell about this actually. So, I live in like a fairly well-off town, and I'm sort of in that situation, that classic middle-class family in an upper-class town. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So for a long time, I understood that there were rich people in my town, but it never really clicked until freshman year. So freshman year, it was after baseball practice, right? And there's this little bench right outside the school, like right where the little pickup area is, the little driveway, whatever. And as we're all just sitting there after practice, waiting to get picked
Hold
up by
up,
our
yo,
parents, because,
sorry.
bro, shut up, Joseph.
He's from the trenches. He's from the trenches.
Yo, Joseph be like, yo, I was in the mud, bro. I was in the mud.
he was struggling, man. Anyway, so we're sitting here on this bench, right? And we're waiting to get picked up because we're freshmen. We can't drive yet. So this dude's dad, or stepdad, who I later found out is the president of CBS Sports, pulls up into the school park. Yeah, I know.
Wait.
Pulls up, hold up.
restate
We're gonna get to this. Pulls up into the parking lot of a public high school where 3 cars were stolen that month. Pulls up in a McLaren and picks up his kid, and the kid just gets off the bench.
David Burson.
Like,
Yes.
all right, guys, bye.
He gets off the bench, slings his bag over his shoulder, big ol' sigh, like,
Oh,
All right,
man.
guys, I'll see you tomorrow.
My
And then
dad's here.
he just jumps into the McLaren and drives away.
Oh man, my dad's here, y'all. I see y'all later.
Swear to God. And so he gets picked up, and I later found out this dude's dad is the president of CBS Sports. He is in every year CBS Sports does their little like family section thing on Thanksgiving. He is in it every year. I mean, listen, some people are blessed in life. Meanwhile, I'm driving my grandpa's hand-me-down car that he left me when he died, and this dude's getting picked up in a McLaren.
I'm riding the MTA. I got you beat.
Okay, wait a minute. You
That's
live in New York, okay? You don't need to buy a car in New York. That's just the dumbest
It's actually
purchase.
the dumbest purchase. Yeah.
Yeah, like if I lived in New York City, right? I would not have a car. You know,
That's facts.
For
I would either
what?
walk or be on the subway.
Yeah, for what? What am I have a car so I can ride in this shitty ass traffic? Nah, fam, let me get on that train, man. Get out of here. Bro, listen, you know how much I wish the public transportation down here in Virginia was like the public transportation in New York.
Bro, hold up. Joseph just said, I'm from the projects.
From the projects.
No, stop. No, you stop it, Joseph.
I don't know about the other three, but I actually am. Like,
but,
listen, bro.
Yeah, I'm saying. Well, I mean, I was never.
Man,
I was
Viz,
never raised
Viz
in the
is out
projects,
here.
near the projects.
Can we just talk about this? This says, I'm from the trenches, then 4 comments later says, or you just can't afford it, broke ass bum.
What is he talking about?
That's Viz. I don't know. Viz likes to pretend like I'm like super duper broke. I don't have any money, and I'm also like not from the streets and was raised with a silver spoon in his mouth. I don't know how that works, right? But whatever. What color was the McLaren? Yeah, that's a good question. What color was that
blue.
McLaren?
It was like this dark blue with black highlights. It was fucking sexy, dude.
Jesus,
Straight out of Grand
Christ.
Theft Auto with that car.
Hey, yo,
It legitimately
what?
looked like it was.
You know what, man? Like,
It had like the doors that like open like diagonally upwards, and he throws the bag into the back seat and hops in. I'm like, bro, there's no way you're doing this casually.
fucking life.
What are you talking about?
There's
Hey,
no
look-
way you're giving me a tired sigh right now.
Yeah, like why you
Exactly.
getting on McLaren? You're like, oh, guys, I gotta go.
Yeah,
He's like,
exactly.
he's
Sorry.
like, he did it, bro. He was like, he didn't bring the Bentley this time. I want him to drive up with the Bentley. He brought the McLaren instead.
Yo, and listen, I'm never gonna have a McLaren, right? Because I'm just never gonna be in that position. I don't ever want to be in that position because that means I make entirely too much money. Okay, but like,
Man, fuck that shit. I want a McLaren, bro.
nah, you don't. No, you don't. Listen
Yes,
to me.
I do.
No,
How
Pat.
did we go
listen.
from Giants to McLaren?
because the Giants suck.
Yeah.
Listen,
You
The
gotta know
Giants are
that.
what we're talking about.
listen. Let me explain to you, man. Let me explain to you because I just
Viz, keep
I just-
talking all at me and my goons gonna slide.
From
Stop it.
the private school. The goons from the private school gonna run up on me.
Cranbrook.
I'm scared. I'm so scared of the goons. Yo, y'all remember the what was it? The Mean Street Posse from WWE. Shane
I do not, but
McMahon's
that
clique.
sounds incredible.
Shane McMahon's crew. That's Viz's
No.
crew.
I got the perfect response to where is it? Let me share my screen real quick. I got the perfect response to this, bro.
Hold up,
I really
let's see.
do.
Let's see this.
Let me share my screen. Let me share system audio, Chrome tab. Here you go. And press play.
Scary. Shiver my timbers. Shut up, man.
But listen, man. So I just hold on a second. Otis, what are you doing?
Man,
Hey, I haven't seen
Cheyenne and
Otis go
Chet,
in a minute.
I don't know if you misunderstood this story. I'm not the one with the McLaren. Let's clarify that here. I wish
listen-
to God I was, but I'm not.
So listen, I everybody now knows that I just retired, right? So now I have a civilian job, and this isn't
Absolute legend.
this isn't a flex. This isn't a flex. I'm just
This
telling
is
you
how we
guys.
cope, Alex. This is how we cope.
I'm just telling you guys what it is, okay? I have doubled. Let's just say doubled. I've doubled my salary, okay? My wife
go,
and I.
bro.
That's cool.
That's
my,
sick.
my wife and I are going over our finances, right? Because my wife's got a pretty damn good job herself, and we were looking at taxes because we know that we're getting ready to make way more money, so our taxes next year are going to be different. And I was looking at like the numbers, And I was like, I'm about to quit this fucking job. Like, I'm about to quit this job. I'm getting ready to pay so much taxes. I'm like, bro, I'm about to quit this job and be a bum. they taking so much money from us, man, because we make more money. You don't want to make that kind of money, man. You don't want to do it.
I mean, listen.
Just take all that shit.
Let me just correct this. I don't want to give them that money, but I do want to make that money.
Nah, you don't want to give them that money, but they're gonna take that money. They taking that money.
Listen, I understand that, but at the end of the day, I'm still making more than I'm making now.
They taking that money, and it's a lot of money, bro. Like
Oh, yeah, I know.
Listen, again, not a flex, but the amount of money that I'm going to pay in taxes, some people that's their annual salary, and I'm like, God
Damn.
dang, what the fuck? Are you serious right now? It's crazy.
By the way, just to respond real quick to Michael B, who is convinced that Viz is trolling.
Yeah, he is.
He's not. This is just Viz.
This is
who he is as a person.
This is
right
Viz.
now.
This is who Viz is. This is what he does.
Right on cue. Next post from Viz. I'm on tax evasion right now. Fuck the government.
Yo, Viz gonna be in jail. Viz gonna be in jail.
Viz, what taxes are you evading?
First of all, Viz don't pay no taxes.
That's what I just said.
say.
What taxes are you evading?
Viz don't pay no taxes because Viz don't got no job because Viz lives in a nice gated community and goes to private school. He don't have to work, okay? That dude ain't paying no taxes. So he is evading taxes by being a spoiled rich kid, okay? Like
I'm running from 12.
I'm running from 12.
You're running. Listen. The only 12 you're running from is the 12 motherfuckers that chase you home from school at the end of the day. Listen,
Bro,
y'all.
he pays your taxes.
Bro, how do you say this Viz, but then you say this right after? Explain. Explain to me what you're talking about.
Because
I swear this man has the attention span of a goldfish.
Listen,
It's
no,
incredible.
no, he's right. He would pay my taxes with his parents' money. Like he would.
Yeah.
He totally would with his parents' money. Listen, he probably has a credit card, right? That don't even got his name on it. It's got his parents' name on it.
Bro.
And he just swipes it whenever he wants.
Dude.
He
If only to
swipes it
live that
whenever he
life, man.
Yo, he's got his dad's credit card. Like his dad got an extra credit card just
Like
to
a Disney
give to
Channel
Vince.
sitcom, dude.
Like, here, take this credit card. Anything you need, just go ahead and swipe it. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna pay it.
Can we
City
take a
strap,
minute to
DJ.
just ask Joseph what the hell I would definitely trust Viz babysit my 6-year-old sister means?
No,
Joseph is.
What does that
definitely joking,
mean?
bro. He's joking.
Yeah,
He's definitely joking.
that was. I think that was tongue in cheek. I think that was very
Even
facetious.
as a joke, what does that mean, Joseph?
The babysit his sister, bro.
Nah.
Whatever, man.
Well, listen. On that note, y'all, I got to get out of here because I do have to go to my real job in the morning. So
I got you, bro.
It's been an absolute pleasure. Viz is still a piece of shit. But I'm sure his parents' house is much nicer than ours. So
I'm sure that's right, man. Listen. I was when I was a middle schooler, right? I was one of those kids that got marked gifted, whatever the hell that means, right? Like, so I was looking at private schools. I live in Connecticut. There's all sorts of private schools around me, so I was looking at it, right? And then I got accepted into a couple of them, and then it came time to look at the pricing of it, and we're just like, oh, I'm going to public school. Because, like, this shit is so expensive. It's insanity.
wait a minute, Nate. I just need to know something. Are we sure that wasn't Viz that got into the McLaren?
Oh, hold up.
Are we sure that wasn't Viz?
Wait a minute.
That could have been Viz that got in that McLaren.
Ties
What's your
together.
real life? What's your real name, my man? I
That
got
could have
know.
been
Do you
Viz.
Viz,
Viz
what
could have
state
been
are
the
you
one
in,
that got in that McLaren.
Viz, are you secretly in my English class? Are you in my English? Are you in my world literature class? What's
He
going
might
on, bro?
State do you
He
live in,
might
bro?
be the
What
one.
state do you live in?
He might be the one that got that McLaren. Talk about he from the streets and he got goons.
It was.
Yeah, it probably was. It probably was. Oh, silver spoon.
His goons are his dad's bodyguards.
Money up, kid.
Hey yo, shout
All
out to
right,
Pest
y'all.
for coming in, man. Y'all
I
already know what the
appreciate y'all,
deal
man.
is. Go subscribe to him on YouTube. Go follow him on Twitch.
Fucking
Pest
love
is
this
that
man.
guy. Pest, thank you for coming
Gang,
back,
gang.
man.
All right,
Hit
y'all.
me with that follow back on Twitch, bro. Now I'm starting up. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, for sure. I got you. I'll be there on Wednesday. Don't worry. Don't trip.
But guys, y'all also check it out. Thank you once again, Pest. To, I guess, redirect this to the Giants. Where did we even leave off? Nate, how do we get to money again? Like, what were
So
talking about something
listen.
with the Giants?
It's very simple. The Giants just aren't worth talking about. It comes down to that.
Oh, word?
Yeah, they're terrible, man. We lost to the Dolphins. Like,
By the way, Alex, normally it would be very obvious, but I just don't have my face cam on right now. I'm 17, my man.
Wait, who asked?
Alex Simpson in chat.
Oh, well, shout out to Alex Simpson. Yeah, I guess so. I mean,
Well, shout out to Alex Simpson. You know, just whatever.
yeah, just whatever, man. Yo,
Hub,
Viz is
you
still
have to-
going, Viz.
You
It
can't
ended,
just
bro.
throw around these shoutouts. You're gonna just erase all the value, bro. You got to reserve those shoutouts. Got to
Well, I'll
hold them
say
in.
this. I throw around the shout-outs when it's early on, you know, because for everybody that pops up early in the stream.
Yeah.
After that, it's just more of an acknowledgement to Alex Simpson.
Okay.
There we
okay.
go. It's a different word.
All right.
Thank you,
There you go.
for updating me on that. Now I gotta use a different word. What is LLV, bro? What is this man's? I gotta look this up now.
some private
What is
school
this?
thing. I
This
don't know.
just said check out my YouTube. Kush, do I have your permission as a mod to throw the banhammer at him for self promo?
No, it's okay. It's all right. LLV is the UPS truck. This man is repping the UPS truck, bro.
Really.
Yeah, the Grumman LLV is what the UPS truck is.
Oh, long live Vaughn.
Yo,
He's talking
Levance.
about King Vaughn.
Levance, I was that's entirely correct, and I am proud of that fact. I am the reason that Eli Manning was brought to the Giants. Like it's not a coincidence, bro. That's just what happened.
Nate, where are you standing with Saquon Barkley, bro?
In the therapist's office, waiting to get depression medication, most likely.
Yeah.
Either that or on the edge of a bridge waiting to jump off. It's one of the two. I mean, listen, the man's my profile picture on StreamYard, you know? I have loyalty to him in that sense. Like I will have a special place in my heart for Saquon Barkley until the day he is no longer a Giant. And probably even after that, to be honest with you. But at this point, it's just pain, man.
And then this is for both of y'all, because for some reason, I don't know why, but for some reason, a lot of Giants fans wanted Jake Fromm on the
Oh,
field.
God.
And now they're getting their wish. He is basically going to start on Sunday, and he's actually trending on Twitter now, so that's hilarious.
Yeah,
Another
that's awesome.
very kind of fun fact, he's wearing 17, which was Daniel Jones' number in college. Just
Oh
throwing
my
that out there.
God.
But yeah, no, so I mean, like, can you tell me why people were looking forward to Fromm so much? Like, bro,
Well,
what is
Kush,
special about Jake Fromm?
We talked about this in that Twitter space, didn't we? I mean, listen, it's just comes down to the fact that Giants fans have found themselves in this situation where that is the default mentality. Anything is exciting now because we have nothing to look forward to. Like the fact that Giants fans are excited about Jake Fromm starting against the Chargers is the most Giants fan thing ever. It's sad, it's pathetic. It's where we are as a fan base right now. And until we start winning, it's not really going to get better.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, just
Go ahead,
like
Nate. Yeah.
they want something to hold on to, I guess. This has been a lost season. You know, it's not Mike Glennon. You know, we just watched Mike Glennon start a football game for us twice
Oh,
this year.
God.
So, yeah.
I'm about ready to
not-
never
not
hear
twice.
his name again.
Yeah, but I think they just want something, you know, to look forward to. I don't know what they see in Jake Fromm. You know, there's a reason why he's not on a team until
Fromm
right
needs
now.
a line as well, which we don't have. So
Right.
I'll tell you what they see in Jake Fromm. They see a new name. They see a different set of letters on the back of the jersey and a different number under them. You know, that's what they see, and it's sad. It's depressing. It's what it is at this point. But for those who did not have the absolute sarcastic quotation marks pleasure of watching Jake Fromm in college at Georgia, he was a much hyped prospect coming into the CFB. He was an in-state product going to Georgia. He was one of the 3 first quarterbacks in the Netflix series Season 1 of QB1, Under the Lights. And it was a great show, by the way. I watched that show when it came out. It was awesome. And then, aside from that, he's terrible. The man has an absolute noodle attached to his shoulder. I legitimately doubt the fact that he can throw a football 50 yards in the air. It's very possible that if I lifted a little bit more than I do, I could probably throw a football farther than Jake Fromm can. It's just not good. He has no talent. He's a statue. He got carried by receivers and running backs and linemen in college. He's just not a good quarterback. I pray to God that on some plane of existence there is an angel watching out for us, and he is going to sprinkle magic pixie dust on Jake Fromm and prove me wrong. But listen, if that happens, something went vastly wrong in the Chargers defense.
Mm-hmm. Anything else, Rob?
I mean, Nate just said it perfectly right there. I don't see anything in Fromm that gets me excited for this game. I mean, it's just another name. You know, it's not the people that hate Daniel Jones. It's not Daniel Jones. You know, that's basically what I think it's come to, and that's where we are right now as an as a fan base and as a team. We're excited to watch Jake Fromm play against the Chargers. Like, it's brutal.
Yeah.
Do you know what
any
the most
response to
exciting?
Joseph,
Sorry, what?
Any response to Joseph?
That he would pick me off. I mean, listen, Joseph, we can test that theory at a Giants tailgate sometime. But in terms of Jake Fromm, I will tell you what the only singular exciting thing about Jake Fromm is. You can make the pun with his last name, Jake Fromm State Farm. That is it. That's it. It's sad that that's the one thing, but when you
Yeah, it's
have
better than
literally
nothing.
nothing else, you'll get whatever you can.
Jake Fromm, Stay Farm, man.
That's
Jake
that's
Fromm,
all it is.
Stay Farm. Now I'm gonna ask y'all. It will be the last question for now, and then we're gonna close it out very soon here and get into 11. The same thing I asked earlier to the first couple of guests, and then Mike is still in here as well. Listen, where is Saquon Barkley's trade value at? I already asked where you are with him, but like, first of all, do you give him the? Did we already give him the 5th-year option? Let me look that up. Actually,
Yep.
Did we?
We did.
We already gave him the 5th-year option, right? His trade value got to be in the tank right now. There's no way it's like anything good.
I mean, I'll let Rob answer this first because I've been talking too much. Go ahead.
I think at best you can get a third. If not, it's going to be like a fourth and then some late picks, maybe a pick in the following draft or something like that. His value has gone straight down. He can't stay healthy, and when he's been on the field this year, he just looks like a shell of what he once was, man. And it's a shame because he's got so much talent. You know, he had a potential to be, and he still has potential to be a really, really good running back in the NFL, but the potential was there to be one of
An
the
all-time
greats.
great.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's a shame to see it plummet like that, and it's because of injuries. But at this point, if you're rebuilding, there's no need to have him on his 5th-year option. You know, get what you can for him, and it really sucks because obviously you took him with the 2nd overall pick. But
Thank you, Levance. I appreciate you. And listen. I did respond to him. I said preach, Michael, in chat. I just want to, before I say my thing about Saquon and his trade value, I want to just say this is the reason why it's difficult to take your insults seriously. You just don't know how to do it properly. He says Nate knows it's true. Bro's shaking right now, and then said, give you that truck stick. Truck stick is for the offensive player. That's if I trucked him. The word you're looking for is hit stick, Viz. I need you to just, listen, man, if you're going to try and talk this shit, you know, you're going to try and come at me, come at PTA, whatever, you gotta do it right. Like, just take more than half a second, look at what you're writing, and decide if it's something that's going to make you look somehow even dumber than you already look. And then based on that information, either hit, yeah, enter, I like this, or just delete it, all right? That's all on that one. But yeah, with Saquon, right, unfortunately, you're probably not getting anything for him. He just looks cooked. That's all there is to it. The dude doesn't have any confidence in his cuts. He doesn't look like the same player he was before. Everything he does just looks like he's scared to go all in, if that makes sense. And I think when you have a player like that, at some point all you can do is wait and see if they'll ever be the same. And I just it's hard to say that I think he will.
Like I was saying earlier, every single player that we want to talk about there's a timer on them, whether we like it or not. And Saquon's timer is basically done.
Yeah, pretty
with
much.
The Giants.
And I said this in that same Twitter space we were talking about before, you know? Like, some players in NFL history, The NFL history books are full of them. It's just sad what ifs. And Saquon Barkley is trending towards being one of those players. He is going to be one of the most depressing what might have been storylines in NFL history. And that's just kind of what it is at the moment. By the way, Joseph says Nate is my son like he doesn't look like he's 9 years old on camera. Like, man, like I look young.
Hey,
you look younger than me.
Don't sleep on Joseph, man. Future Xavier McKinney backup.
No,
right there,
man's got some great tape. I respect what Joseph's doing on tape as a safety, but you can't be calling me your son in here, Joseph. Can't be doing that. That's a violation.
I know I said the last question will be the last one, but I don't actually think, Nate, I've got your thoughts on the Carpenter. Or Rob, did I get your thoughts on the Carpenter, man?
No,
What y'all think
I
about
don't
the
think so.
Carpenter? What y'all think about the Carpenter?
Rob, you want to go ahead?
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised.
Is he out for the season? You know what I'm saying? Do you really think he's going to be out for the season then, Daniel?
I don't think he'll be out for the season, but he might miss, another 2-3 games maybe. I don't think they're going to hold him out. If there was a chance that he was going to play this week, there was that slim chance, and I don't think he's missing the rest of the year. However, if we lose the next 2-3 games that he doesn't play, why not just hold him out and don't risk anything further?
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, we're just once again dealing with the consequences of Joe Judge's actions here. We saw it last year, and we're seeing it again. Please protect your quarterback. Please. Please. When he's injured, don't let him keep playing and running into linebackers. Like, this isn't rocket science, Joe. It's not tough. Just when he has a neck injury, don't let him play more. And on top of that, don't call power read. Like, just please.
Don't run him into linebackers.
I beg you. It's not difficult.
Still, the funniest thing I heard from that Twitter space was when you said there was a disconnect in communication here.
It's true.
Where Jones said, "My neck hurts."
And the training staff heard my neck. The training staff heard my neck hurts. The coaching staff says that they heard Joe Judge says they heard Daniel Jones say, "Coach, I think I see a gap in the linebackers on the power read left."
Yo,
that's what they heard. And I think Joe Judge needs to be evaluated for hearing aids.
Yo.
Are you actually outside?
Nah.
Okay. You're inside.
Nah, we inside. We inside.
Ash be the dude that says, "Yo, this summer gonna be a movie."
This summer
it's like a 5-second long clip.
Bro, dude.
This summer gonna be a movie.
What up, Ash? How you doing, man? Shout out to Ash. I know he's
man?
just getting off work, man. Thank you for calling in, bro.
Nothing much, man. Nothing much. But yeah, I just wanted to say what's up to my guys. Come on, what's up, Rob? What's up, Nate? Coach, what's up?
How you doing, bro?
Doing good. So what's been the topic of discussion?
And everything from
Daniel
Viz being
Jones, the Carpenter. I guess I'll ask you the last question I asked them. You know about the Carpenter, right? Do I have to explain that?
No, I was like, what the hell is going on when I heard it on Twitter, but I don't know.
So basically, 5 p.m. Monday, we got news that Daniel Jones might be doubtful for Miami. 5 hours before that, some dude, like a Carpenter, tweeted out that he's gonna be out for Miami. They're gonna say he's doubtful and that he's done for the season. And now everything that's came out since then has kind of been in line with what that Carpenter said.
Wait,
so, yeah.
his actually name is the Carpenter?
He's a Carpenter that works for the Maras.
Oh, the
So the whole thing is people are now saying the Maras are just talking about shit in the open wildly.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Well, I mean, listen. You don't even have to listen to the Carpenter. You could have listened to Ash Money. I mean, I've been saying that for weeks, or since Daniel Jones got injured, since it was like 2 weeks ago.
That he's done for the season.
Yeah, like I've been saying that because you got to think about it this way: they're going to sit him out to basically give him an excuse, like to not make him look like bad and to not start up any rumors. Because let's be real, if you put Daniel Jones behind this line and what this offense is looking like lately, a lot more people are going to start to think that he isn't the guy, right? So they're going to try to save his tail and sit him out for the year, just because that's the Giants thing to do. I feel like they should do that with Saquon as well, to be honest, and sit Saquon. You let him get ready for next season, but they don't really treat the running back position the same way they treat the quarterback position. So I've been thinking that literally just like the carpenter. I guess the carpenter, since like he was listed as doubtful, right? I actually thought that when they said he had a chance to play, and all these Giants fans were getting like excited because they heard that he had a chance to play, and I was just like, I'm not taking that one bit. The fact that we have to lean on Jake Fromm is sad.
Yeah, it's
Are you
depressing.
Are you not
sad.
excited for Jake Fromm, bro? Start Kyle Rudolph on your fantasy team.
Shut your mouth, Kush.
Nah, bro.
Kyle Rudolph.
Nah, bro. I mean, the thing I'm worried. I'll say this. I really am worried about the direction of this team because if you clean house, you bring in the general manager.
By
bring
the
in a
way,
new
Ash,
head coach.
before you spit more facts here, I just wanted to clarify. You could have ended that sentence after "I'm worried about the direction of this team." You don't need a justifier. It's fair to be worried.
Oh yeah. Thank you, Nick. I
Anyway,
appreciate
continue.
it. But listen, man. And again, I've been back and forth because one time I said if Daniel Jones is out there and he still looks like garbage, I really don't care what we do at the quarterback position, which is draft a quarterback. But now, I don't want us to draft a quarterback this year, obviously.
Mhm.
And I'm sure there's literally not anybody who has a right mind that wants us to draft a quarterback this year. And if they do, they're probably some kid that has a Malik Willis logo for their profile picture or something like that. But
One person in Kush's Discord, you know who you are.
we know.
Malik,
We
isn't
know.
his name Malik Willis Stan or something, or Tank from Malik Willis?
No,
Something like
Malik
Tank
Willis, SZN.
that. Oh, Malik Willis season.
Malik
Okay.
Willis. But yeah, but if you bring in like a new regime, I'm gonna just tell everybody this right now. One of those first round picks is going to be a quarterback. I'm just telling y'all this right now.
And that
Especially if you
quarterback's going to be a bust.
Ash, I don't want that, man. Are you saying that's gonna happen? You really believe that?
It's going to, especially if you bring in somebody like Lewis Riddick.
Oh,
And
don't invoke his name.
Listen. I know a lot of people don't like Lewis Riddick, but I'm not gonna lie. Maybe the Giants need somebody that's hungry for a job.
This man
Don't-
was about to
don't
draft
say that.
Haskins, bro.
Don't-
He was
don't-
about to draft Haskins. You want that on your team? As
You
your
know
general
how many
manager?
people? You know how many people was gonna draft Haskins?
You know what
know how
else he
many people
did?
was gonna
He said he
draft
wanted to draft Saquon Barkley. He's no better than what we've got.
Bro.
Listen,
Every
man, listen.
every
He
single
also
take
said-
he's
he
given about
also
the
said-
Giants
listen,
has been
he
terrible in
also
retrospect.
He
Listen.
also said we should have drafted what's his name over Andrew Thomas, the guy that went to the Jets, Mekhi Becton.
Mekhi Becton.
I thought it was Isaiah Simmons.
Or either way, both of those are worse picks.
Listen. If God
Shout out to Big
held
Boomer
us,
Bronx in the chat.
if God held us, I'm not saying Lewis Riddick is the guy. I'm not saying that at all. I actually just came from Pat's stream and they were talking about it as well on my ride home. But I'm not saying Lewis Riddick is the guy. If God held a gun to our heads, or if somebody had a gun to our heads and was like and looked at all of our past Giant takes, we would be dead. So
That's very true. But at the same
not-
time, like we look at Louis Riddick's track record, and he's like just as bad, if not way worse, than Dave Gettleman's been. Like his takes, like when we look back at the thing he says about drafts, like 3 years down the road, it's pretty consistently terrible.
Listen, at this point, it's just like I'm just bringing out all options because right now we are a dumpster fire. We have no identity. We have no direction in the right way. But I'm telling you all this, and especially look out for I think his name's Desmond Riddler.
Desmond Ritter
Desmond Ritter.
out of Cincy.
If he has a big game against Alabama, which I don't think he will, but if he has a big game against Alabama, his draft stock is going to shoot up, right?
He's
But-
one of the more underrated quarterbacks in the class.
If we get a new general manager, or we get a new head coach, you think we're going to have two new coaches that are going to come in here and want to deal with Jones?
Oh fuck no! I just
No.
don't think we're gonna have a new head coach.
I'm not gonna lie. If we lose out, we might have to because we now have Giants players like former Giants players that are starting to call out Joe Judge now,
Yeah,
right?
I would have agreed with you
And if
until
it's
the Rappaport report.
what was the Rappaport report?
So when the news broke that Gettleman likely wasn't coming back next year, Ian Rappaport reported that apparently the next general manager the Giants are going to look to hire will be, quote, more in line with Joe Judge's thinking.
Yeah, but there's my thing is that was before this this garbage show we saw in Miami, right? And like I said, you might be right. No matter what John Mara might go through, it might have Joe Judge. But if John Mara does one thing, and that one thing is that he listens to his former players, especially the former players that got him, those Super Bowls. Let Eli Manning come to John Mara and say Joe Judge is the guy. John Mara is gonna get rid of that dude in a heartbeat. He is gonna get rid of that dude in a heartbeat. And I was one of them dudes that were like, you know what, we need to get Joe Judge. We uncuffed one of his handcuffs with Jason Garrett. We're about to uncuff another handcuff with Dave Gettleman. Now we need to get him his own quarterback. I was one of those dudes, but it's just like he hasn't shown me nothing to prove that he is the head coach of this franchise, that he deserves another year. And like I said, I don't know if Mara has that same thinking. I'm a fan. There's a reason why I'm a fan. There's a reason why I'm here on YouTube. And these guys are working in the facility. So, I don't know. But I'm going to tell you this. If we get a new regime, we will draft a quarterback. Unless they're smart and they just sign somebody like a Mariota or Bridgewater or Cam Newton, something like that. The whole bridge gap. Or not the bridge gap, the whole veteran thing. But that's the spoiler. That's a new segment called the Spoiler Alert, brought to you by Ash Money Records. So
yeah, and on that note, we have added in one profile picture, and we will subtract one more. I'm gonna head out for the night.
Just say you're leaving. God damn.
Listen,
they always gotta do these things.
excuse me for trying to actually be good for Kush's stream and shit.
Nate
Fine,
I appreciate
fine.
that.
I'm gonna see you guys later.
No,
Adios,
Nate, I
Ash.
love you.
All right,
I love you, Nate.
Love you, Arc Flowers.
Oh wow.
Anything else to add though, guys? I mean, yeah, let's see. Talked about the Carpenter. I mean, Ash, unless you're just trying to give your thoughts about the game, what you're trying to talk about.
I was on the stream with you calling the game. It was I didn't have
I said it
no.
with PTA earlier. Once the team goes up, once the team just scores 14 points on us, it's over.
Yeah, so thank God for our defense because even the Eagles game, we got a fumble and we still couldn't put the game away, and it was just under 2 minutes.
Right.
It was like a minute 30. So when they got the ball back, me and you both were like, and Kid Blue were like, this game's done. But and why the hell does Logan Ryan come out and takes a shot at Tua after he just dotted you up and threw for like over 150 passing yards? Like, that dude's a joke, bro. He is a joke.
By the way, guys, I want to say the Patriots beat the Bills tonight, and guess how many times Mac Jones threw? The Mac Jones,
Wasn't
this is
like
his stat
twice?
line at the
Once?
end of the game. He was 2 of 3 for 19 yards. The Patriots beat the Bills only passing the ball 3 times. Damian Harris ran for 10 carries, 111 yards. Ramondre Stevenson ran for 24 carries, 78 yards. They beat that team passing the ball only 3 times the entire game.
I mean,
I
it
don't
was
know
snowing, right? But
Listen, man.
3 times? Holy shit.
I feel like Nick Saban told Bill Belichick, listen, don't. Mac Jones comes to you as raps. I mean, good Lord. Bill Belichick then got himself another Tom Brady. Like, I know right now it's a overstatement because Tom Brady won 6 rings, but good Lord, this man is a mastermind. Now, I know I was on Pat's stream and Miz said that going into the fourth quarter, he was 1 for 1. Like Mac Jones only threw one
Yeah,
pass.
yeah. No,
That's
he was 1 of 2
football.
because at the half he was 1 of 2, so he only threw one pass in the
Oh,
entire second half.
That's nuts.
that's that hard fought football right there.
Yeah. Listen, I wouldn't be angry if this was the plan if our run game was like the Patriots run game, but it's not. So unfortunate.
Yeah. I mean, I
There were 60 miles per hour winds. Okay, Mike, thank you.
you know, you know what I've been. I don't mess with Joe Judge. I don't mess with Gettleman. Just blow it up. I mean, if I had to pick, you know, I if it was a perfect world, and we're like another topic that got brought up was um uh like a choice between Linderbaum or Neil, and what like who you're picking. Like if you had a like Thibodeau or Hutchinson on the board, like obviously I'm taking like Hutchinson or Thibodeau if they are on the spot, and
Hmm.
then you have to make a choice between Neil or Linderbaum. I'm picking Neil. Joe was picking Linderbaum. Um, but my ideal situation is for us to get a new regime, go forward, build the draft, and then next year just plop a new quarterback in. Just set him up for success. You know, but I'm
I'm
having a
with that.
hard
I'm
time.
with that for sure.
I'm having a hard time figuring out if that's what we would do if we get a new regime because I doubt they would want to deal with Daniel Jones
Hmm.
again.
Yeah.
Yo, go ahead, Rob. Anything else? Rob? I think Rob might be frozen. But either way, guys, that will be it for tonight. I want to say shout out to Rob and Ash for popping on, everybody else that called in, and of course, shout out to you guys for tuning in. Thank you so much. Any last thoughts before we head out here, Ash?
Nah, I mean, thank you for having me pop on so late. Um, I just wanted to come in here and mess with you guys and mess with Nate. Nate knows I love him. But nah, I I'll say that. I'll say this for later. I'll save it for another time.
Mm-hmm. All right, then, man. Have a good one, y'all. Peace.